Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from the MLG studios here in New York City. You're watching Heart of the Swarm exhibitions, where today we got some off-race showdowns happening, or one off-race showdown happening. I feel like this is something we should have been doing from the beginning, because this is actually really entertaining. There's a lot of interesting meta things to think about.
It's you know, it's weird because like when the Protoss wins, is it a Protoss winning or a Zerg winning? Like how do you know, right? They're like it's like, I don't know, it's crazy. Yeah,
of course, that commercial you just saw, that promo, was for our YouTube channel. Awesome source for everything we produce here on the stream. So if you missed anything, if you're a little bit late and missed Game 1, head on over to, you can see it at the top of your screen here, youtube.com/official MLGSC2. VODs are up about an hour after the stream goes down. So we already have the 2v2v2s up here from yesterday. We have some rules of engagement stuff here from axslav. Of course, we have some more of the arcade stuff we did on Tuesday down here as well. Really entertaining stuff where me and Nick played through some arcade games in the arcade spotlight day. That was a lot of fun. There's also playlists at the top here, so you can easily get through all of them. Comment of the day, highlights, Heart of the Swarm exhibitions, tutorials, top 10s, top 5s. It's all here. youtube.com/official MLGSC2. Once you're there, head on over to StarCraft 2. It should look like this, and the subscribe button is right here in the top middle of your screen. We have 1672 right now, which is good, but I feel like we can do better, because if we look at Call of Duty, they have 7,193 subscribers. Now, Puckett over there, he does a great job plugging the YouTube. Call of Duty fans are all about subscribing to the MLG YouTube. So I think we should try to get close to. I'm not saying let's get there today, but let's make a really great effort. So if you're one of those guys right now and you're watching the stream and you're like, you know what, I don't know if I want to do it. Just do me a favor, please, and head on over to youtube.com/official MLGSC2. Very easy. Hit that Alt-Tab button, type that address in, and then hit that subscribe button. Very easy to do, and then you can be notified anytime some awesome StarCraft 2 content comes your way on the YouTube channel. So there's really a lot of awesome video content out there that I think people should be taking advantage of.
Indeed there is. Indeed there is. Everything we do.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, again, the VODs from this match will literally go up about an hour or two after the match is concluded. So we work very fast. That being said, I think we're ready for Game 3. It is currently tied 1-1 between Goswser and BabyKnight. Of course, they are both playing off-race. BabyKnight playing Zerg, Goswser playing Protoss. 1-1. Wouldn't have it any other way. Goswser giving his confirmation. BabyKnight,
he's got to come up with a plan.
There's auto mining, so I'm gonna start.
There's auto mining. We'll see.
He'll be fine. He put a smiley face.
That's true. That's true. Smiley face means ready. I think it does.
We'll watch his production tab.
There we go. It's not a bad plan. Daybreak.
Yes.
Very standard map for a Zerg to pick, especially if you want to go meatless. I mean, this is like maybe the best meatless map, just because it's so easy to defend all your bases with Spine Force.
There's that probe in production.
There we go.
So it's funny, auto mining. I was playing a ladder game the other day, and I alt-tabbed to like check my email or my Twitter or something, and I alt-tabbed back. I'm playing Terran.
Yeah.
Because Terran's in balance. And I have like 400 minerals and like 6 workers. So I just take an expansion. I just built a command center. So I did the 6 command center strategy.
Not bad. Did you win?
A zealot came in and hurt me a little bit, and then I ended up losing later on. But not because of the bad start, I think. So maybe that'll be viable in Heart of the Swarm. You heard it here first. All right, let's introduce the players. Top right-hand location. We have the blue Protoss player. Still throwing me off. I was about to call him BabyKnight. Blue Protoss player, Goswser from Team Millennium. A very good Zerg player. Of course, I think you could follow him on Twitter at @Goswser. Of course, people always ask, why is it Goswser and not Goswser? It's because the W is supposed to be 2 U's, so you can kind of see it now. It's one of those cannot unsee kind of things. It's Goswser. In the bottom left-hand location, it's his opponent, the red Zerg player, BabyKnight, who is normally a Protoss player. If you don't believe me, look it up. Been playing some pretty good Zerg. Fell apart to that 2-base all-in from his opponent. So I'll have to see how he adjusts in this game.
And that's not an easy all-in to stop. I've definitely won my fair share of games against very, very good Zergs with that all-in, and so has, I mean, almost every Protoss has used that from time to time. It's one of those builds where, like, if the Zerg knows you're doing it, it just can't work.
Yeah.
But
Why?
Well, just because if they just have roaches out when you get there.
Ready to go.
Yeah, they have roaches.
I don't think BabyKnight started a roach until he saw it at his third.
No, he had a roach. He built the roach warren too early. In fact, actually, he could have built his roach warren like 30 seconds later. But so he built like 30 seconds earlier than he needed it. But then he didn't even use it for like 2 or 3 minutes.
You know,
like
I don't think he mains Zerg.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I mean, so it's
one of those mistakes that'll happen when you off race. Very excusable.
Definitely.
But not excusable for BabyKnight.
No, he's got to be flawless, man. Zerg's so easy. He's got to prove it, right? That's what he said that he wanted to show why every Protoss fears the Swarm.
Yes.
And you know what? He didn't do that last game.
No.
Last game, the Swarm didn't look very scary at all.
He wanted to make it a little bit exciting, maybe. Uh-oh.
Maybe. Uh-oh.
Oh,
now,
no.
is Goswser going to show BabyKnight why every Zerg fears the Warriors from Ire?
Oh, no.
This is such a fearsome tactic. The Zerglings, are they going to go to look for it?
I think they absolutely will.
One will.
Will it matter? Will they get there in time?
If Goswser walls off the top and only one Zergling can hit that cannon, then he'll be okay. Actually, no, he won't, because they can go after the pylon. They get enough surface area there, they'll be fine.
Well, the cannon's going to be finished here.
Yeah.
And the Zerglings won't be able to engage.
Oh, wait, there's only... Sorry, I thought...
he's just going to cancel the 2 cannons.
For some reason, I thought there was 4 Zerglings hitting there, not 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he definitely had to cancel that. And he's going to be...
keep the cannon there, I think. That's fine. Delays the hatchery. Uh-oh, Zerglings.
Yeah, I mean, this is really just terrible for BabyKnight. Look, I mean, his hatchery just started.
He has a roach warren.
Yes, but there's a probe coming.
Well, let's see it.
Ooh. The probe... Oh!
Queen.
It's just out of vision! It's chicken...
BabyKnight. No. Burrow.
He's getting Burrow, though. But, you know, as long as there's enough cannons, it's not really going to work.
Goswser adding a second cannon here, so he knows exactly what's up.
You know what could work? If he gets enough roaches, he can isolate, have walking up one cannon. I guess I was thinking he can't use Burrow as a way to like keep regenerating in the middle of the battle. But you know, if he has really good micro, right? Actually, I don't know. The Burrow, it's kind of hard to do this.
Here's what he needs to do.
Cannons. He has to like run in, shoot a volley, run back, Burrow regenerate, keep doing that, and outpace the shield regen. Because
4 cannons.
But with 4 cannons, it's just too much firepower.
All right, here's what he does: gets a Viper and then puts it on the high ground and pulls his roaches up.
I like it.
Ground, and then burrows.
Genius.
Of course,
you know, some
possibly
people
more efficient ways would be getting drop
or Nidus. No, that's
no. You just gotta go for the Viper.
You gotta go straight to Hive.
Yep.
Yank the roaches up one at a time.
Yep. Get enough resources for the Vipers.
Well,
to
no. First you gotta pull up a drone to build a hatchery.
Yes.
So you can use the get energy ability on a hatchery to pull all the roaches.
Yes.
Yes, they consume.
All right, we're in agreement then. That's what BabyKnight should do here. Let's see if he agrees.
So, you know, I would have to say I think Goswser overreacted a bit.
I would...
maybe not. I mean, the thing is he don't know how many roaches are going to be, and he's so far ahead economically, right? Like, he can afford to build all these cannons and be absolutely fine. Just the economic gap is... Whoa! Depowering Warp Gate.
Yeah.
Oh, just for a second there.
Oh, Roach got to be careful.
You know, I think he could pick off the pylon on the left side.
I think he could too. He has Burrow.
Yeah, as long as he just pulls back whatever.
And then he can run in.
Yes. Just has a pull back Burrow to regen.
Burrow.
For your Roach. Yes, there you go. For another one. Burrow to regen. BabyKnight's got it figured out, man.
Yep. And he can just run by. Goswser's going to have to wall off really quickly here with the pylon.
He's going to have to, and he can just keep going back and killing it. There is a sentry there, so...
Oh, that's true. A force field.
Yeah,
you know, Goswser could like potentially bait for the roaches.
Yeah, and I mean, if they go that far in, he'd probably lose one of them before he could get back out again. Right? Or actually, he can even cut him in half with a force field or something. So great defense by Goswser. Double Stargate. I love that follow-up.
Ooh, I like it too.
That's definitely the right follow-up because you know they're going to be stroning like crazy. But so you want to put on pressure, right? Because they're going to be making nothing but drones behind us.
You know he doesn't have a third.
Yes.
Well, at that location.
And if he has it somewhere else, the queens can't go between him easily.
And the Stargate, they'll be vulnerable to the Stargate units.
Yes. And it's just a great way to pressure against roaches because roaches don't shoot up. Little known fact.
Roaches don't shoot up.
That's
Only a matter of time for the upgrade.
The upgrade will happen.
But yeah, 2 Stargates, I think it's going to be double Void Rays.
I would imagine so. I mean, if he just cranks out like 3 Void Rays and then Rouse and Phoenix behind him, he'll just run over across the map and kill BabyKnight. If you get 3 or 4 Void Raids, you can kill Spore Crawlers so fast. Even if BabyKnight scouts it, if he's just like building them reactively, he'll never get a single Spore Crawler up.
All right, behind this, BabyKnight is droning like a madman, adding on all of his gases at both his main and his natural expansion. Adding on a Spore here, so might have a whiff of what's going on. Double Evo Chamber on the way as well. And I wonder if he's going to try to go for Spire again. It's going to be significantly more difficult considering he only has 2 bases. And he's making his 3rd, but I don't see that 3rd lasting long, especially with 2 Void Rays in production and 1 or 2 already on the field. Yeah, 2 already on the field.
I'm curious to what type of... I feel like he should just go for Infestors here.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as I think he sees the Void Rays now, right? Oh, no, he didn't have the Watchtower.
He sees
it now, yeah. Yeah. So I feel like Infestor... I mean, he might actually have to put on the Hydra Descent just so he doesn't die.
Yeah.
He needs something fast. Oh, the drone rally spotted.
Oh, no.
Goswser is definitely going to try to hunt those down. There goes the Hydra Descent along with the upgrades.
Oh.
And you know what? As a Protoss player, and BabyKnight knows this too,
That's so dead.
the last thing Zerg ever wants to do...
He can burrow the drones. Why didn't he just burrow the drones earlier?
I don't know. Good question. He probably forgot he had burrow.
Yeah.
The last thing is Zerg, or last thing, as a Protoss player, if you're switching to Zerg, you never want to make Hydras because you've played Protoss and you know that when they make Hydras,
yeah,
no matter what units you make, you're in good shape.
Oh,
just
8 Hydras. Wait, hold on. You know what BabyKnight could do, though? He could burrow all of his Hydras.
Oh, set up a trap?
And then wait till the Void Rays come forward?
That's right. If Goswser is not ready for that, that could be a devastating trap.
Why am I so smart?
Why are you so smart? You know all these little things, man.
All right,
all these little things.
Let's see if he does it.
Oh, but look at this massive gateway coming out of Goswser's base. I mean, Hydras can do pretty good against Void Rays. Against gateway units, not so much. Not there's good force fields in place. They just get totally diced up without support. Although he does have those roaches in front of him.
Yeah.
I mean, Roach Hydra with superior economy can work. The problem is he doesn't have that superior economy. But you know what? If he does have burrow, wait, he has burrow. There's no observer.
So you can just micro burrow.
Yeah, he can just micro forever. What does Goswser knows he has burrow? He saw it.
And the Mothership Core does not have Envision anymore.
Oh, this could be such a critical mistake from Goswser.
Maybe he still thinks Mothership Core has detection ability.
It could be, or
and
maybe
he's gonna like hit R, thinking he's gonna do that, and all his units are gonna disappear.
Maybe he thinks that BabyKnight won't have the burrow micro, not being a Zerg player. But you know what? I've seen BabyKnight use Blinkstalkers before.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same thing.
If you've seen him use Blinkstalkers before, I would not want to test his micro.
Oh, they're the time warps. He can just burrow at any time.
Yep, he could be burrowing those front roaches every time they're shot, pop them down.
He's not.
Not using them. I guess he just doesn't feel he needs to. I think that could be a mistake. Even though Goswser went up in like a position where only half his army was engaging, that's all it takes when you're ahead in food and your opponent's going Hydras.
All right, BabyKnight turning around, trying to find an optimal way to engage this, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible. Trying to kite away with those Hydras. Yeah, as you said, not utilizing burrow too much on those weakened Hydras, which just surprised me a bit. Pulling the drones to try to deal with this, but Goswser at this point up 106 to 63 in supply, melting away the Zerg swarm that is pretty much only represented by a few Hydras, a Queen, and a couple drones that end up falling. So BabyKnight is going to fall in game number 3. Goswser taking victory with a nice little cannon rush there, and then a nice little scout of the Roach Warren. Threw some cannons down, double Stargate, Void Rays gateway pressure, win the game.
Yeah, Goswser's got to figure it out. BabyKnight's got to do some makeup work. I mean, he looks in such control when he got to mute us out, but
yeah,
Goswser's showing the power of Protoss aggression in these like timing attacks. You just nail the Zerg before they can get out those lair tech units.
Once you get a little advantage, exploiting it by hitting it as hard as you can. And again, we got to think about the beginning of that game. BabyKnight was thrown off by that cannon.
Oh, yeah.
So like the Roach stuff wouldn't have happened. I can guarantee you if that cannon didn't end up going down.
You know, it's with those small things. You talked about earlier about Goswser not knowing how to build the pylon, get the probe on the right side. That's a small thing Zerg will mess up on. A small thing the Protoss will forget about when they're playing Zerg is where exactly to send all those overlords. So, you know, you got to send that second overlord to keep track of what's going on around your expansion. Or at least send a drone, right?
Yeah, and like the precise reactions to the things the Protoss player does in the early game, like an example is like having a hatchery in your base as a Protoss player. There's going to be differences for, okay, when is the hatchery down? Where is it placed? How should I be reacting? It's the same thing with any other race, like the Zerg race. If you see a cannon there, you have to know exactly how many units to send there, how many units to build, how to transition. Okay, how many jumps do I make? Okay, what do I tech into? Is this a big deal? A lot of things have to happen. And BabyKnight, I think
it's a complex game.
Very complex game of StarCraft 2. BabyKnight, though, didn't adjust as well as he could have. I kind of like the idea of the roaches and burrow. If it wasn't scouted, I think it would have been a lot better, obviously. Yeah. But the 4 cannons for Goswser too much. So that's going to conclude Game 3, guys, of this best of 7 off-race showdown here between Goswser and BabyKnight. Again, Cats, I think his internet is down, so he wasn't able to make it. But don't worry, that match will still happen. I know there's a lot of people who really wanted to watch that. But I'm still having fun watching Goswser and BabyKnight go at it off-race style. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back with Game 4 in just a bit.